Donald Trump has suggested that the Biden administration may have inadvertently airlifted terrorists out of Afghanistan during the frantic evacuation of Kabul. Speaking to Fox News' Greg Gutfeld, Trump criticized President Joe Biden for the troop withdrawal in August, during which 13 U.S. service members were killed in a suicide attack at the airport and a number of American citizens were left behind to face Taliban rule. During the lighthearted interview, which had a laughter track played over it, Gutfeld asked the former president whether his approach had worked out better than Biden's, as now we have a really nice president and the country is in the crapper. Trump responded, "Well, I don't know that he's a nice president. But I can tell you the country has never been more unsafe. We have people pouring into our southern border, which everyone's forgetting about right now because of the travesty of Afghanistan." Trump then discussed the scenes at Kabul airport, when tens of thousands of people were trying to get on planes out of the country before the U.S. military's withdrawal. Footage from the airport showed people clinging to the sides of planes that were attempting to take off, in their desperation to escape the country. In the Gutfeld interview, Trump questioned whether some of those who were airlifted out could have been terrorists. "If you look at the people coming in by the hundreds, by the thousands, and these are not the people necessarily that wanted the protection," he said. "So, are they terrorists? How many terrorists are coming in? And they were aggressive, very aggressive, with the plane and they pushed their way onto the plane." Trump suggested that the only good thing about the situation in Afghanistan for the White House was that it makes what they're doing on the border look good, because that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He added, "We don't want a wall. We don't want this. Well, just let people come through. It's a disaster at the borders. It was the safest border we've ever had. And now it's the worst." Trump and the GOP frequently attacked Biden for his handling of migration at the southern border during the first few months of his presidency, after the number of people crossing hit its highest level for several years at the start of 2021. He also said the toughest part about his presidency was trying to survive amid all the attacks from Democrats, as well as investigations such as the Mueller probe. Somebody said, "What was the toughest president?" A friend of mine, very, very successful guy. "Who is the toughest to deal with? Was it China? Could it be Putin in Russia? What about North Korea, Kim Jong-un?" Well, the toughest actually was the United States, dealing with these maniacs that we have over here with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and all them. That was probably the toughest part, tougher than a lot of world leaders.